I'd like to call to order Town of Dayton Board of Health special meeting, January 14th. This is a Zoom meeting. This time, pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Members present:
Vincent Hebert.
Barbara Catavia. Tammy Mello is on her way. She'll be coming in a little late. Old business, review, discuss act, complaints, feedback, bond, and stable permits.
Okay, I can, you want to go with the complaints first and then I'll do the, I'll go with what I found about bond and stable permits.
Sure. Any complaints?
Not recently, because I think everybody that got them has talked to me, so. Barn permits and stable permits are two different things.
Yep.
I just want you to be aware of that. Stable permits have been inactive in our bylaws since I don't know when. And that's if you have one or more horses on your property, that includes donkeys. You have to have a stable permit. 9 times out of 10, my stable permits also have other animals on their property. What we're talking about is a barn permit with somebody that may have chickens, goats, sheep, pigs, that kind of stuff, ducks, all that kind of stuff. So, just so when you say stable permit, that's something completely different than our barn permit. Barn permit was enacted by the Board of Health, I don't know, what, 5, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, and then stopped.
Yeah.
Because we just found it was more of a hassle than it was worth.
Yeah.
Is what they decided,
Mhm.
so.
Yeah, so what I did was I went and looked at some of the surrounding towns and what they do for their fees and stable permit, barn permit. So like the town of Middleborough just has a stable permit. There's no barn permit, $50. Renewal is $30. Berkeley doesn't have one. They have a few of these towns, I think Middleborough too, they have like piggery licenses.
We have a law that was enacted by law in 1974 that says we do not support piggeries in this town. If we have more than 2 pigs, it's either 2 or 3 pigs, that's considered a piggery in this town, and that's not allowed.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, because they have a fee schedule for piggeries. I mean, that's a moot point, so I won't even go over that, that's fine. Swansea has just, they have a poultry license for 2 years, piggery license, and a stable license, no barn permit. And it's not, I mean, the poultry license is $25 for 2 years, the piggery license is $150, the stable license is $50, so pretty much in line, $50 is what they're charging for stable permits. Next town I looked at was Seekonk. Same thing, piggeries, stable permit, $40, no barn permit. You see the trend here, right?
Mhm.
And then the last time I looked at Rehoboth, and Rehoboth was stable permit, $25. But they charge by horses. 1 to 4 horses is $10 more. 5 to 9 is 20. 10 or more is 40 on top of the 25. Same thing, they have a piggery license, no barn permit.
I think we should look at the stable permit fees anyways. I think somebody that just has horses that are for their own, I know we do it now, it's 25 and 50 or something like that. But I feel the person that has a business
Mhm.
that is earning money with their stable permit should be charged more than $50. Because rightfully so, I should be out there more than once a year,
Yep,
Right,
looking at
right.
that.
there's
That's stable.
some of the
Totally
towns.
agree.
Some of the towns had different ones. They have like a residential one and a commercial.
Right.
Stable permit. Those would be the differences in pricing.
Right.
I don't think we have that, Barbara. We just
Well,
have,
we have a
No.
25, we have a 25 for residential, yes, we do, and a 50 for business, right, Elizabeth?
Yep, 50 for commercial and 25 for.
okay. So
I
we're,
think that 50 should be more than that. If you're making money, and the ones that hold the residential with the boarding
yeah,
have lessons doing both. And they need to be held more accountable because somebody should be out there more than once a year.
like Seekonks commercial stable license is 75.
Do you think per animal, per horse would be the right
Some of
way
them
to
do
go?
that too. This town, we
I
hope,
mean, on the commercial, we're talking about the
Yeah, I know,
commercial end.
You could, I'm thinking the only one that it would really affect would be the one on Elm Street. Grandview.
The end of Hot Street too.
Yes, she never has more than 10, I don't think, at any given time,
Uh-huh.
where the other one has 20 to 25.
And some of them are hers also, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, we hope it has that kind of a sliding scale.
Mhm.
Well,
1 to
that's
4,
because
5 to 9, 10.
They have so
So
many
many.
different,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, and they don't have a commercial one, it's just scaled by how many horses you have. So I think we could do something like that. I don't know if it would be, is that gonna be cost effective if we only have 2 in the town?
If we only have,
2 that are gonna apply to that?
I don't know about it cost effective, but the thing is, it's a good way of checking, make sure they're crossing their Ts and dotting their Is, because it is commercial. It's totally different
Yeah. it's a
than
business.
having a little backyard horse.
Yeah.
You know, and the insurance, they have insurances they have to cover. So that would be only advantageous to make sure that it's the welfare of everybody, including the people that are going there
Yeah,
to ride horses or to train or whatever.
I mean, but the fee schedules are in line with what we
Yeah.
have. So-
Oh, yeah, yeah. Look,
So we're all pretty much, everybody's pretty much equal, in the area.
it looks like we're lower, yeah,
We're a little lower, yeah.
yeah. And as I said before, one of the big reasons for bond permits is North Dayton.
And I understand that, but I mean.
Bless you.
Look at where I live. I don't have any horses or any farms. I mean, I have reeds next to me,
Yeah,
but they're not actively farming right now. I have mice, rats, so I understand what you're saying. But here's my theory on the North Dayton thing, and people can tell me for pound heart. Up until about 5 years ago, we never had a problem with rats. Well, it was probably a little more than that, because we had a feral cat population up there. And there was a couple people that decided they did not like the feral cats and killed them off one by one. Once the feral cats were all gone, within a year to 2, we started seeing rats. It's not that there has never been rats in North Dayton. It's just that now there's nothing.
Nothing to kill the rats, right?
Nothing controlling them.
yep,
And I think that's why we have seen such a big explosion. One of the reasons of rats up there, because now we have nothing that controls them.
Mhm.
I know that sounds awful, but we did have a huge feral cat population up there, and they thrived.
Mhm.
Because
Because of the rats.
they had stuff to eat.
well, one of the big problems up there is that parcel of land, that's the triangle right in the middle
Yes,
with the, what is it, the dilapidated house, shed and garage.
that's behind.
It's across the street from the fire department, that row of houses, right behind them.
I've been in there.
And if you go all the way around, everybody's complaining around there. And that the rats are going right back into those houses, those buildings. And we've sent registered letters, we've sent fines, we're in process of fining the person. And it's a company in Rhode Island that bought it from the elderly man, one of these, we pay cash for your houses. And they're having a problem getting a right-of-way permit. So that's just there. They won't meet with us. They won't talk to us. They won't try anything. So all the rats are housing right in there. And that's getting to be a big problem. That's one of the things up there. There are a couple of things. One lady was very nice, except she had, I would say 10 to 15 bird feeders in her backyard. A very nice house, really nice location. And it was amazing, the animals that were coming into her property for the droppings of the seed.
And this was summertime, I went in and explained to her, I said, well, could you just cut it down a little bit? And, the birds have plenty of seeds and whatever to eat right now in the summer. The winter, that's another story. But I was amazed when I went into that yard and birds were flying all over the place and squirrels were all over the place but they don't understand what it's going to cause. And then she was complaining about what's up on her roof. Oh, raccoons on her roof. And she's like, I've got to get rid of these raccoons. I'm like, well, the birds are flying away and they're dropping seeds and some of them are probably on the roof and the raccoons feel they're safe up there. So I believe she cut it down quite a bit. But some of it is just educating.
Mhm.
You just have to educate.
We have Tammy with us now.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Tammy.
Hi, Tim.
Good morning.
Tammy Mello, our third member, has joined us. A little busy, huh, Tammy?
Is it Monday? Sure feels like it to me.
Yeah, we've got you, kiddo. Do you have any
Sorry.
intro? I don't know how long you've been on.
I just connected, so
Okay. We're just talking about the bond fees and the logistics of it and what they do in surrounding towns.
Yeah, pretty much, Tam, we're in line with everyone else, but none of the surrounding towns, like Middleborough, Swansea, Seekonk, Rehoboth, Berkeley, they don't have barn permits.
okay.
They have stable permits, and Rehoboth has like a sliding scale depending on how many horses you have. So
Okay.
they add just a little bit more, but we're in line. It's pretty much the same except for the barn permit. The stable
Okay.
permit covers that.
Okay.
The other thing I wanted to mention, we've always given leeway to nonprofits, rescues. I'm wondering if maybe we should give them a break.
I think we could table that, discuss it,
Mhm.
do a little research and find out. Yeah, let's do that for the next meeting. You wanna do that?
Yeah, if they're legitimate, not just saying I'm saving animals, but when
Right.
they have,
We
Yeah.
have one in town, we have one in town.
One,
I don't know if she got a stable permit last year.
I'm not sure either, to be honest with you.
What's the address? William Street.
Apache.
Apache, I know the name, I wasn't gonna say the name, can't think of the address, I don't think she came in for a stable permit, and she would need a stable permit because she has horses on the property.
Okay, maybe we could just talk to her about it, just so she will register. And then we can talk about it. Let's continue that until our next meeting. Anything else, Stace? You sure? Come on, Stace. Not too often we get you here. Come on, I want to pick your brain.
I don't think there's anything, I mean, mating season for coyote, for all wild animals right now, so you'll be seeing them out and about more than normal. You'll hear them more than normally.
So because they're out, maybe people should be more aware of it and make
Yes.
sure they're with their little dogs when they put them out at night.
Here's my recommendation across the board,
Okay,
because I did post that we saw a bobcat in town. We have bobcats in town, we've had them for years. It was seen in a public location. And I had all these people, we need to know where it is, it's gonna attack my children. No, wild animals do not go out and get up in the morning and go, I need to attack a human. They wanna stay away from us as much as possible. And then I had somebody say, well, I put my little dog outside when it goes to the bathroom in a fenced-in area. I said, whether there's a bobcat in town or not, you should not do that, because we have coyotes, we have raccoons, we have everything.
mhm.
Coyotes will not think twice about jumping over a little fence and taking your dog and be gone before you even know it. So people have to be aware that when you take your dog outside, be attached to it, so you know what's going on. We had an incident 2, 3, 4 years ago up on Chestnut Street. She was standing right there. The coyote came, touched her legs and picked up her dog and was gone. So you need to be aware that we don't live in a city, we live in a country, we have coyotes, we have skunks and raccoons and possums and all those kinds of things and foxes that are gonna come and visit your property. Leave them alone. They're just trying to survive. Unless they're attacking you, leave them alone. And as I said, please be careful. Chickens, another thing, we're gonna start getting calls that chickens are disappearing because it's mating season. And it's, mom is more hungry because she's growing babies, and so they're looking for other things. Don't make it an easy, dinner for them. That's-
Thank you.
Oh, bird flu. Bird flu.
You must be reading my mind.
We need to put out something about bird flu.
Okay.
I don't know where you want to take it from. We haven't seen it in town, but it's coming. It's not just migratory animals anymore, it's our regular chickens, it's coming in our milk, it's coming, people need to be aware that, bird flu is here, not to panic. But if you have chickens, the state will test them for you free to make sure they're healthy. Big thing I see all the time on Facebook, I have 10 chickens that I no longer want, who wants them? Bad, 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 bad. Because you don't know what they have on their property, and they don't know what you have on your property. Doing that with chickens, bad thing. You don't want them, hate to say it, it's better to cull them than it is to send them to somebody else's property and potentially get somebody sick. Because if I have a case of bird flu, I have to close down 10 miles radius around that spot of eggs, milk, anything. So nobody will be able to move anything within that 10-mile radius, which is a big part of our town, depending on where we find bird flu. So please don't do that. If you notice, if you go to the auction, no longer can you buy auction chickens. If you buy them, they have to be killed. They do not.
Really?
They cannot come and be put on your property because of bird flu.
What is the process of the state coming and testing?
All you need to do is call MDAR. They will send the state vet down, not the state vet, the state inspector down. She can test. And she comes out, it's a simple test. They do it for nothing. And
Is it immediate or do they send
I
it
think
out?
she sends it to the lab, but you get something within a day or two. And if you're having chickens that are dying for an unknown reason, and I'm not talking about a coyote or something got in your coop, but you just get up and they're dead, I need to know, because we need to test those chickens to make sure there's not bird flu.
Okay.
We'd have to put something else. We should put something else.
Yeah, could we work with you on that, Stacy, so we could put it out and make sure it's all right? We don't give the wrong information out there.
But we need to,
Thank you.
people need to be aware.
Thank you. Appreciate it. That it, Stacy? Well, I really appreciate you coming in, honey. I really
you.
do. Thank you so much. And review, discuss health agent status. We were very fortunate. We did get approval on the salary. And as of last Thursday, we did have a prospect that was coming in to talk with us Monday. Over the weekend, he contacted us, said that he had family problems or issues, I should say, not problems, issues, and he was not going to take the position. So we will be putting out advertisement as to that position. I've already contacted quite a few people I know in the field to let them know that that part-time health agent position of 19 hours is open again. Anything else on that?
No, the search goes on.
The search goes on. Very disappointed. He was
It's perfect.
perfect.
Through the chair, if I may, just some.
I'm sorry, hon.
Through the chair, if I may, just some quick comments. on
Yes.
it. I think that's the right appropriate action is to re-advertise. Re-advertise for the position. We'll work with you if we haven't, to establish a proper job description. Just something, again, for consideration to this board, as I brought it up, and I know Barbara and I have had conversations. I know the field out there and getting experienced health agents is difficult. As a result of COVID, a few years back, a lot of the experienced health agents have retired. I said we open this up again. I think you should update the Board of Selectmen. That's
Definitely.
secondly. But secondly, at some point, if this, if again, this search winds up, we're not getting what you want, I would ask that you consider maybe someone, through the process again, that we had originally put out someone less experienced, and hopefully that they could grow into the position. Again, I've spoken to people I've known in other health departments and other health agents, and a lot of the health agents I know have retired because of what happened in the past. So again, we'll work with the Board of Health to re-advertise. We'll update the Board of Selectmen, and hopefully you'll get a good health agent, or we'll figure it out.
I know.
Hopefully a per diem health agent.
Oh, definitely per diem. And I hope you understand where we're coming from. We would like someone to experience, especially in the septic system and that area. It seems they're all coming out of college and they're in the housing and a little of the health. But even the food, I mean, they're not even getting a manager's certificate for inspecting food. And I can't believe that they're 4 years of college coming out and not getting the simplest certificate, which is very important.
Oh, I don't.
It's across
argue
the
with you
board.
there. I don't argue with you there, but I know there's the shortage of health agents, and
Yes,
hopefully this next round will work out, but we may have to consider.
I understand. But if we get somebody, well, now that the Alliance will be coming online.
Yeah.
With their health agent also and their nurse. That should be happening in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I believe. That will be opening up. So we'll have their assistance also. That may be a big help.
So we'll just have to tap the agents that we have now, Liz, right?
Yes.
That-
Yeah, just to inform the board, I did reach out to Matt Tanis and told him the situation, so he's gonna call me back. And speaking to our per diem plan review,
Mhm.
he gave me a name of another gentleman who's a health agent who might be interested in per diem.
Yep,
And then the lady from Attleboro that we interviewed, she was also interested in per diem.
Mhm.
So
That might work then.
we could
But
do that.
my concern is we don't want any of the businesses to suffer in the town because of lack of that, or any of the building, housing going up, like I mentioned when we had the Board of Selectmen meeting, if we delay, that just delays revenue for the town,
Right.
so.
Thankfully, the Jerry Bernard, the plan reviewer, is able to do the
Mhm.
inspections. Where
Good.
we're lacking is the food inspections that need to get done, the stores and the schools and all the food health inspections that still have to get done, so.
Okay.
One
Thank
of those
you.
other options might be a benefit.
we have the Alliance and also the group from New Bedford also. That they're updating all the Board of Health. They're coming around too. So we've got help. It's not like we're sitting here by ourselves trying to do it all. Well, we will have help. Should I put it that way?
Good.
Okay, public health nurse. We're going to put that out there again, open up that application. Haven't got anybody, hopefully.
She
We
wasn't interested in the,
She hasn't responded to us. Liz and I have both tried to contact her. She hasn't responded to us.
Hmm.
So my feeling is, I believe she just
We
isn't.
updated the job description to 38, right?
Yes,
yeah.
We did. So
Yeah.
there's nothing that we need to change on the job description.
no, that's
Because
all it is.
I think from the input that we got from Nicole about the difference between municipal nurse and what their rate is as compared to like a clinical nurse. So if we update that accordingly, just put that out there. You know, and that is what the surrounding towns pay, so that just needs to be clear. Maybe that's why she's not responding, is because did we tell her that the rate was gonna be 38? Yeah, she was okay with that?
Not really.
No?
She, we were just holding off there, but there are two other nurses that have talked to me
Okay,
that are interested. They're filling out applications. So hopefully we'll get that squared away.
okay.
And plus, it's not many hours, 2 to
Right.
4
2 to
hours.
4 hours a week.
Well-
That's just
I know,
supplemental.
I know.
Okay.
I'm trying to think, I don't know if there's anywhere on the job description, if we could, like, say they have something that's going to take 8 hours. We could override the 4 hours a week and join it. It would be an 8-hour process if they were doing like a blood drive or something like that, which blood drives, they usually go about 3 to 4 hours, I think.
I know you said it might be more appealing if they were to come once a month for 8 hours or once every 2 weeks for
Yeah,
a certain amount of time, so.
maybe we should look at the job description on that.
Maybe we could restructure the hours flexible.
Yeah.
To be flexible, you know.
I think that may help also. I forgot about you, Tammy.
Oh, that's okay. I'm still here.
Before you go into new business, did you guys make a motion on the barn? Are we removing barn permits?
No,
Okay, so there's no motion made.
no motion made.
What do we, the barn permits, what, $5?
We lowered them, yeah.
Like $5? I mean, how many do we sell in the course of a year? How many are applied for, I should say?
I believe there was only about 25 to 30 letters that were sent out. I've only gotten 6 in. 2 of them I've already processed payments. The other 4 I'm holding in case you guys withdraw
Yeah.
the requirement.
You know, my thinking is we could raise the staple permit and do away with the barn permit.
But it's nothing about money. It's nothing about money. It's what the purpose of it is for.
So do some people just have barn permits and they don't have a staple permit?
Correct.
Correct.
A lot of
There's
them.
some people out there that just have barn permits.
Okay,
Here's my biggest thing with the barn permits, not that, I have to inspect anyways, so let's take that off the table. It has nothing to do with me having to do more work. It is that I cannot enforce it if they decide not to do it. So I know, I talked to somebody today on a kennel inspection. She has goats and chickens in her backyard. She has no problem getting a barn permit, but if she said to me, you know what, I don't think the town, I don't want to do a barn permit. I can't say to her, well, if it's not done by such and such a time, then there's going to be fees added onto that or anything like that. The same with stable permit. I don't have anything to say, you know, if you don't do it, there's no repercussions. Now, most of my stables, I'm gonna be very honest, have stable permits. It's just been something they've always had to do. Barn permits, on the other hand, people just, you know, those 5 or 6 are people that, okay, yeah, well, that's fine. I know those people that did the barn permits, but I know there's 10 to 12 that if I look at them and I say tomorrow, you know what, you need to have a barn permit. You have chickens in your backyard. They're gonna go, I have 5 chickens, I'm not getting a barn permit.
Mhm.
And I go, okay. I have nothing to say to them after that.
Mhm.
And that's the biggest problem with barn permits. They're not enforceable.
with the barn permits also, you know, I understand that part of it. But the barn permits also give you besides, I mean, it's a low fee, right? But it also clues you in, it's like, okay, these people have chickens, whatever, so that you can go and inspect, right? So that's the other half of
That is
it.
the other thing, but those people that have chickens that I don't know have chickens will never get a barn permit because there's nobody out there talking to them, telling them they can have one.
Right,
I know there's probably people out there that have 4 or 5 chickens that I don't know about. But I probably can count on one hand how many of those people are. Because it's a small town.
Mhm.
People talk to me all the time. Or people are selling eggs, or they have a problem with their chickens and they go, you know, I just lost 4 chickens last night because something came in. So they're calling me for, for help. I don't want the barn permit to be something that, oh, we have a problem in this area, it's gotta be these people because they have chickens. I don't want that to be the thing. When we started barn permit way back, it was more for me to be able to come up with a plan if I needed to evacuate. And, or bird flu was around, if something happened with bird flu, I knew that I needed to get in touch with this many people. That was my reason behind the barn permit. It didn't really work because people weren't coming to get them. So unless we put a stipulation on that, okay, if you don't get it by April 1st, which is what dog licenses are, then it's gonna be a $10 whatever. And if you don't get it by this time, you can get something, you can get a citation. And people are gonna go, it's just 5 chickens, I'm not gonna do it. So I have no problem with it being done, I'm just saying, those 6 are probably the only 6 you're gonna get.
But the others, because what I'm thinking is, the cost is so low, but it also, it's like for safety, right? So that you'll know that these people have a barn permit and you can go in and inspect. So
Well, I go in and inspect anyways.
no matter what.
No matter what, the state sends me to inspect. There's inspection of stables and stuff like that. It's not through here, it's through the state. So the state tells me, you're driving by and you notice a chicken coop in the backyard, you go and knock on that door and tell them you need to inspect.
Does,
They can't stop me.
does the barn permit streamline that for you? Does it help you?
No, because those people that have those 5 chickens that don't think they need to, are gonna come in and get a barn permit anyways. So, I mean, it's up to you guys, I'm just saying, those 6 will be the only ones that you get. So it really hasn't accomplished anything, because those are people that I already know, that I've already inspected, and there are probably 20, you said you sent out 20 to 30 letters, there's probably another 20 people that you don't even have on there that I know that have, that I inspect.
What do you think, Tim?
I'm going back to what I thought at the beginning. What if we did something like having a chicken permit and it's $5? It's a little more reasonable than the $25. I don't know if that causes more work or more of an issue. Like I said, when I moved from Rhode Island, in Rhode Island, we had to get a permit to have chickens. And for $5, I mean, I don't think it's, it's a big cost. That's my thought.
The Ag Commission, when are they meeting? Is it tonight?
Tonight.
Would you put in a word?
I sure will,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, you'll be there too, Tammy?
Yes, I'll be there.
Representing the board? Great. I think we'd like some guidance on this from them also.
Sure.
They're supposed to know basically what's going on, the Ag Commission. So if you don't mind speaking to that tonight,
Absolutely.
that would be great.
Yeah, because it's
So we
such
could
a,
have some guidance.
to me, it's just like, it's a small amount of money. If it doesn't help you at all, then what's the point of it?
It would help me if everybody would do it,
Yeah,
but
Well, maybe if somewhere along the line we start slopping on fines.
Yeah.
Especially with the birds, because of the problem we're having now with the virus going around.
yes.
Or just thinking, Stacy, with the avian flu going around, maybe that would help too, because then it's a better, with a potential problem that could happen. With saying, with this going on right now in other parts of the country, and I don't know if there's any even here in Massachusetts or any in the surrounding area, but that is a concern. So maybe enforcing a chicken permit at $5, maybe that would be, some leverage.
That may be, yeah, if we have the Ag Commission with us, working with us, which is supposed to be,
yeah.
but I think that would be great. Thank you, Tammy.
You're welcome.
We know you can do it. Okay, can I have a motion to table this until our next meeting?
Motion to table, discussion of farm permit till next meeting.
Sorry, I second that.
Could I have a vote, please?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. To table the bond discussion on the bond stable permits until next meeting. New business, Board of Health budget. I don't know, I guess not, you didn't get this, Tammy.
No, I didn't. I'm so sorry. Today is, I swear, is just like a Monday for me. I
Well,
can't
if you
get
say,
my own
if you
way
say it's
today.
Monday, if you say it's Monday, it's Monday. Every day is a Monday lately. We know we have to lean time, so we have to lower our budget.
Yeah.
I'd like to address this to our TA. Liz and I were having a discussion this morning about a humongous part of our budget is the transfer station and
Transfer stations, trash.
the trash.
It's,
Yeah. That's a large part of our budget. So do you expect us to,
I think we'll go outside of that.
Okay.
Those fees, we are contractual.
right,
So it's hard to.
and it's basically like the electric company and the oil company, you have to pay it. There's no two ways, and the pricing is going up quite a bit every month, we know that. Which is,
On the budget spreadsheet I submitted with the meeting packet, I increased the waste collection and disposal by 5%. That's just a guess. So we have to wait to hear from Borges to get back to us on what he thinks it's gonna go up, but
well, that's going to be a big part of it.
the trash is gonna go up.
That contract is going to be a huge part of it.
Mhm.
And the only other lines that we need to level fund is obviously the agent's line, so we have that money in the budget. And then my salary with the 2.5% increase annually. But all the other lines on there, the board can look at and adjust accordingly.
Just the price per roll for the large bags was $28, Liz.
Yes.
Yeah, it's here, it's on here for 30 for 2024.
Oh, we're looking at this, the one that was in the meeting packet. This-
Oh, okay, all right,
That's the bags, this is the budget.
okay.
I believe the TA is asking each department to reduce by 2.5%.
That's correct.
So if we exclude waste, we can do 2.5% in our other lines.
Mm-hmm. Do we get any credit for the 17% we did last year?
Unfortunately, no. You have my gratitude.
We lost a lot of weight last year. We lost a lot of weight last year. But yeah, we can work with that.
Mhm.
When is the budget due by?
Next 22nd.
22nd. So if you guys can review this and have it back to me by the 22nd. And then,
I'll call you, Liz.
Don't rub it in. Don't rub it in.
I'll call you from the beach, sorry.
Yeah. Probably FaceTime is from the beach too. It'll be during a snowstorm or a blizzard or something. You'd be like, hope you guys are doing good up there. Okay, let's see. So that we'll be acting on. Review, discuss new development process.
so this was brought up by Chairman Gabriel. He wanted to know what the process was when developers come into town and request to put in new streets and stuff like that. So I did meet with the planning department, and she advised me that the process is the developer comes to planning and submits all the applications with them. They then submit everything to a list of departments, which Board of Health is one of them. And we have 45 days to respond with any comments on the plans they submitted. The Board of Health has the opportunity to comment. At the next planning board meeting, the comments will be recorded, and the developer has to fix any Board of Health issues that were brought up. The Board of Health approves, they're the approvers, so we're kind of just the reviewers. Another thing we're supposed to be doing that I haven't been, because I wasn't aware, is because stormwater falls under the Board of Health, we're supposed to be forwarding it to stormwater. Now, stormwater is an enforcer, they're just, they're an enforcer, they're not an approver. So stormwater has same amount of days, 45 days to review it. If they see any issues, same thing, they make comments, bring it to the planning board reviews it at their meeting. So there's nothing that says a developer has to come to the board first. It's planning, and then planning approves it. So if planning doesn't approve it, then doesn't even.
Right, if the 45 days go by, it's basically the Board of Health is saying you're okay, go ahead. And that's what's been going on. Has anybody been reviewing these?
Don't think so.
No, so we've got to start doing that. Is there a fee involved?
No.
Okay. But we've got to start looking at that.
I think I got one recently that I can forward to the board, and then I'll forward it to stormwater so they can review it.
Now, there again, it's a catch-22. If we have to have an engineer review it on our behalf, we have to pay for him.
Yeah.
So,
There have to be a fee associated with it. I can ask our engineer what he would charge for an entire development.
okay, yeah,
Because right now he's charging us 200 per plan. So if they're submitting 28, 30, 75 houses, how much is his fee gonna be?
exactly, because that's not something I don't think the board could just sit down and, approve.
Yeah,
We have to have guidance on that. We really do. And at that point, I think we have to look at who's paying for the engineer.
yeah. And it's only septic related issues, like the instance of Hunter's Hill. They're over 10,000 gallons a day. So that's DEP jurisdiction. That has nothing to do with us. They have their own sewer treatment plant. So that skips right over the Board of Health. Massachusetts DEP handles that.
Okay, I just want everybody to be aware of that, that what's been happening. I think before when our previous health agent, he was an engineer. So he just looked everything over. And it wasn't that bad. It was part of his pay. But now we have to send it out until we get a health agent. I think we have to look into the fees.
I'll come back to the next meeting.
Yeah.
What the fee would be.
Could I have a motion to table this until the next meeting?
Motion to table till next meeting.
I second that.
Can we have a vote, please?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes to table until new development processes until next meeting.
Yeah, that's a little more complicated.
Yeah, that's a little complicated. Items not reasonably anticipated within 48 hours. Stacy, do you have anything else?
Nope.
Anything? Do you have anything, Tam?
I don't.
Karen, you got the email from me with all that?
I did, thank you.
Yeah, so I
passed that
can
on.
wash my hands out.
Yep, you can.
Okay, I like that. That's good.
As of right now, you can.
As of right now.
I might do that.
That's okay. No problem.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, whoever is going to do that too, because Missy has those meetings, should be aware of that. Just reach out to her and she'll put you on the list, on the email list.
All right, I'll make sure they're aware.
Yeah, they're really good. She's very good. She's very thorough.
And she just got back. I think she's recuperated
Oh, yeah.
from Iceland. Was it Iceland?
Norway,
Norway?
Yeah.
I knew it was someplace cold,
there you go.
Okay.
someplace cold.
I don't know why you would go someplace cold in January from here, but whatever. It's not
Oh.
my business.
She must have had a good time though, because she's relaxing, but she's still working.
Yeah.
Any public input? Anything? No? Okay, approve minutes. Could I have a motion to table December 17th, 2024?
Motion to table approved minutes for December 17th, 2024. meeting.
Did you second, Tam?
I second that.
Oh, okay, it was a little broken up. Okay, could I have a vote, please?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, and December 17th, 2024, regular meeting minutes is tabled until the next meeting. Approve the minutes for December 30th, 2024, special meeting. Any
I'll make,
discussion?
oh, do you want a motion? I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing.
You go ahead, honey.
Did you want a motion on that?
Yes,
December
please.
Okay, I'll
Yes.
make a motion to approve the minutes from December 30th, 2024, special meeting.
A second.
Could I have a vote, please?
Aye.
Motion passes to approve December 30th, 2024 special meeting. Schedule next meeting. You'll be available for anything, right? Because you're going to be on the
I'll
beach.
be on the beach, so
Okay.
just let me know.
Just rub it in a little more.
I know. We've got to give it to him before he goes, though, Tammy.
Oh, yes.
Beach is open tomorrow, by the way. just so you know.
Quiet, quiet.
So the next regular meeting would be on February 18th.
That's good. Yeah, my wife's birthday is February 14th.
Oh, well, you might have a hangover from partying, but on the beach.
Valentine's Day.
Are we going back to our regular time, 4 o'clock?
Tammy, how does 4 o'clock sound to you?
Sounds great. I'm putting it in my calendar right now.
I'll remind you, honey. I remind you about the Ag Commission, right?
Good, thank you.
Yeah,
I just forgot to remind you about this one.
4 o'clock is fine.
Are you sure? Will that give you enough time to do the,
Plenty
must
of-
be 5 o'clock somewhere?
That's it, that's it. As long as we don't
Okay.
go past 5, we'll be fine.
Very good. Okay, could I have a motion? Do we need a motion on this, Liz?
No.
Okay, February 18th, 4 o'clock. Could I have a motion for adjournment?
I would motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Could I have a vote, please?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes, adjourned. Thank you, everyone. Have a great
Thank you.
day.
You too. Thank you, guys.
See you.
Bye,
Tam.
Tam.